Hey, Joe again here. Welcome back. Long time no see. With everything that's going on with this pandemic named coronavirus, the whole world has been put on pause. I know when the year started, I was one of those people that was like, 2020 is going to be my year. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. I'm going to accomplish so much. Um, and then there was that meme that said, trips all year 2020. I don't know how they're going to get paid, but I'm going. I was one of those people. I have so many trips planned. However, the world said, you're not always in control of everything. Let me put this obstacle in your way and see how you're going to go about achieving your goals and things of that nature. Now, the trips, obviously, they're not going to happen. Not anytime soon till, the situation is under control. But, however, there's been things that I've started doing. For example, I joined a book club for the first time ever. I've never joined a book club before. So I'm doing that with a few of my coworkers, which is great. And then I have also started reading this book, but I started reading this book, I think, before the pandemic situation exploded. This is a great book. It's called The Body Keeps the Score. Highly recommended for those that have been victims of childhood trauma. If you're a psychiatrist, a therapist, a social worker, I highly recommend this book. Or if you're just a regular person that wants to gain more knowledge on the body and things of that nature, how drama can affect you, then just read this book. It says The Body Keeps the Score. That's the title of the book. It says Brain, Mind, and Body in the Healing of Trauma. Excellent book. I love it. And so not too long ago, also I started doing yoga. Why? Because, again, the body keeps the score. And yoga is definitely a way for you to connect your mind, body, and soul. This type of person that I live in my head a lot. I'm extremely cerebral to like the point of like, oh my God, sometimes I have so many thoughts all at once, just in my head. And so with the doing yoga and certain poses, I noticed I have felt like the stiffness, which I associate that with not being flexible in my body, not being comfortable 100% in my body. I associate that also with like limitations, because oftentimes when you're doing a certain poses, you're like, oh my God, I can't do this. And that's exactly what a self-critical person does, negative thinking. And so with doing yoga, I'm working on basically expanding and going beyond the limits imposed on me in childhood. And so again, this is why I'm talking about this, because at the end of the day, coronavirus might be out there, but that doesn't mean that you have to stop at whatever goals you had set in place before the coronavirus. Find a way to get through it. If you are living in a dysfunctional home and you have goals to get out, still continue working on those goals to get out. If you are in domestic violence or things of that nature, continue to work on getting out. If you wanted to lose weight and you cannot go to your gym, hey, go on YouTube videos. There's also several apps that are even free where you can get exercise videos for free. The same on YouTube. You could go for YouTube for yoga videos, which is where I get them from. Exercise videos, I get them from YouTube. There's no excuse, even in this coronavirus going on, there's still no excuse for you not to continue going towards your goals. If that's what you intended to do, the coronavirus will not, and it's not going to stop you. So instead of like seeing things from a negative perspective, and by any means am I happy that this situation is going on, I'm not happy at all. The lives are being affected globally. That every day we're losing people to this virus. But before this virus even took place, I'm the type of person, I used to wake up in my bed and I used to say to God that I'm grateful for being alive. I'm not even super religious, but I just felt like when I would just look out my window, the fact that I was able to take breathe, the fact that I'm moving, that I'm alive, it's good enough for me to thank God for that. And I still do it to this very day. I'm hoping and wishing a fast recovery to those that have been affected by this virus, to those that have also, for those to find healing and peace, to those that have lost family members to this virus. And it's like, again, like you got to find a way to get through these detours, because life is going to continue. And you don't want to stop and then things go back to normal. And then you basically are now so much behind because you just did not continue. By changing yourselves and becoming a better person, a better you change the world. or part of the world changes, because now the energy outside feels very weird, very tense, because people are living in panic and fear. And I'm here to tell you, if you're panicking all the time in fear, you don't make the right decisions when you're in fear, when you're panicking. You operate out of fear. So out of fear, you're gonna end up making a lot of mistakes. Even though mistakes are good for us to learn. It's part of life and it's part of the learning process. Do not get me wrong. I have learned so much from my mistakes. I've learned so much from my childhood. Even though I did not have the best childhood, but you can find a way to get out of it. And so I just wanted to make this video so that people understand, like, hey, your life is still going on, coronavirus or no coronavirus. Even if you're locked up in your house, you still have things to do. If you are there with your child, become a better parent. Love your child. If you have things that you need to work through your own childhood, look it up online and find ways to work through it. Journal, meditate, do something. Teach your child how to meditate. Learn a new language. Write a song. Write a book. Do something. Don't just stay home. Do nothing. Don't just stay home being the same old person. If 2020 was supposed to be your year, let it continue being this year. Before this pandemic came into effect, let it still be your year, even though you're not traveling. Let it still be your year. Because as long as you're breathing, as long as you're alive, you gotta find a way to get through this madness that we call living, this madness of the world that's going on around us. And so yeah, I'm not gonna let that stop me. I'm not gonna find ways to navigate through these obstacles. But I believe that we definitely can make it through. Hopefully they come up with a solution very soon. But again, start something, invent something. Do something that I've never been done before. Like, I feel like I'm need to work on still getting to know who I am and movement and doing stuff with my body, because I'm just oftentimes I've just been so stuck or whatever. That now it's like my yoga, my exercise session, making attempts to eat healthier and things of that nature. I'm not gonna let that stop me, okay? Neither should you.